Hey you guys, it's your girl Jay, aka Jelena Nails, for those who have known me for years. I wanted to come back through on it, as I said, you guys, and give my cam models a special channel specifically for cam models. Now, my thing with me is that sometimes I get all over the place, you guys, but what I did want to do is come back through on it, because I thought about it. I said, you know what? No matter what I go through in my personal life, I can take a break, because that's what life is. You have to take a break sometimes from not necessarily life, but you have to take a break from other things, maybe your job or maybe other things that are going on, to take care of certain situations in your home, especially for those at YouTube, for those that are, you guys know what I'm talking about. In life, sometimes you got to take a break. In life, you take a break. Don't take a break from life, because you got to keep living. But in this life, it's okay to simply take a break, from those things that are maybe pulling you in another direction, and you have some personal stuff going on, and that is needing more of your attention. And pretty much that's what I've been doing, you guys. But there is a place in me, though, because I trust what God has put in me to do, is to be a mentor and to be a guide, and a sweet guide towards women and young women that are in the business. I cannot help but to come here and do what I've always done, and that's just to mentor and to give sweet advice for those that will take it. I'm not here for everybody. I know not everybody's going to like what it is that I have to say, what it is I have to offer, but I do it in love, and I do it with fairness, and I like to speak my truth, but I like to speak the truth regarding just life itself. My struggles, being in the business, telling like a TI is, and a whole 9 yards. Now, for those that are curious already, like, okay, who is she, where is she, who does she come from? For those that don't know, I have been a cam model and a phone actress off and on for the last, 20 years. Regarding being a cam model, I've been for the last 8 to 9 years. I'm making my way around to 10 years, you guys, of being in the business. And I've seen a lot. I've dealt with a lot in my personal. I've dealt with a lot outside of my personal that didn't always help me or benefit me as being a model in the business. And there's some things that I just like to get into talking about. I like to talk about what are your personal struggles. And even when I mentor a few of the ladies, more than a few of the ladies throughout the years, I ask them, what is your personal struggles? What's stopping you from logging in? What's making it difficult? What's going on? Are you in a bad relationship? I've dealt with women who are in domestic violence situations, who are using or wanting to use cam modeling as a place or a means to make the monies so that they can basically leave their abusive relationship. So there's many different reasons on why people get into the business becoming a cam model. And so I just like to make it a point to say, before I say anything else, as I've always said, my goal here is always never, ever do anything you don't feel comfortable with doing, and what you cannot sleep well at night. I've always said that for the last 8-9 years. That's my motto, okay, to women, young women and older women alike. Keep in mind, again, for those that don't know, there are men in the business as well, but as we know, as women, hey, as much as we've gotten better, seemingly 2018, hopefully 2019, with our rights and us being, here I am, woman, hear me roar, some things are still very traditional. Keep in mind, too, I am a believer, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. This is exactly why I wanted to create this channel for women like us, to let you know, if you don't hear anything else, is that number one, God loves you. God loves you, God loves you, and He will meet you right where you're at, regardless of the job and regardless of what you got going on in your personal life. So, with that being said, becoming a cam model. Why do you want to become a cam model? Why are you interested? What interests you? What intrigues you about it? I would say the number one thing that you should do if you're interested in becoming a cam model is research the sites. But even the more so, before you research sites, what am I going to say, you guys? For those that know me for years, research who? Research yourself. Make sure that you know that this is something that you want to do. Now, with that being said, I have to absolutely, without a doubt, let you know, again, as I've said for many years, this is not your Tyra Banks modeling, okay? For my young women that coming aboard and you think it's sexy, or you're thinking you could be super fly, it's not your Tyra Banks modeling. I don't think there will be any agencies calling you up saying, hey, most of the time when you're dealing with a man who wants to do that, want to meet you in public, that's a big no-no, because rarely does that happen where somebody is really legit. And again, keep in mind, as I've said 1,001 times, if you're really going for traditional modeling, such as Tyra Banks modeling, Tyra Banks, y'all, the model, the black chick, okay, the American, American Idol? No, America's Top Model, and things of that kind of way. If you're going towards that, then there's a whole nother arena that you must go through, which is a whole nother different topic, because way back in the day, y'all, in my early days, I even went for it with being, try my hand at commercial modeling because I'm only 5 feet, so it wasn't like I was going to try to walk the runway, y'all. But I say all that to say is that just knowing, even in that, you still got to research and get credible agencies and things of that kind of nature if you're looking to become a traditional model in that sense. So again, I say all that to say, this is not that. Cam modeling is not your traditional modeling. The word model, and I think I've said this before too, a lot of times people will hear cam model and all you hear is model. And so you'll be under the assumption that, okay, I just come on and model, I just da-da-da. No, cam modeling is an adult entertainment job. An adult entertainment. You are an adult entertainer. You are an adult hostess. You're an adult chat hostess. You're an adult chat hostess. We break it down for those that are like, okay, yeah, I'm an adult. Yeah, so what? What does that mean? No, you're an adult sex chat hostess. Most of your content, 98% of your content, okay, depends on what type of model you are. I'll say 90%. 90% of your content, the dialogue in which you speak, things of that kind of nature, and what you do, a part of this business is sexually related, sexually geared, okay, sexually charged. So keep that in mind. So now, think about it. Do you still want to become a cam model? Do you still want to? If you still want to, then listen up. Because I just have to get that away. Make sure you know what you're getting involved in. That's all I'm saying. Make sure that you know that when you come onto your show and you're sitting there and you're being model-y and you're being pretty and you're being sassy and you're posing and you're smiling for the camera or smiling for this camera in front of you, whatever it is that you're doing, there are men that are going to come through your chat room and they're going to want to be turned on by you sexually. Okay, or they're going to look at you and already be turned on by you sexually. And some of us as ladies, we can walk down the street and we're not even thinking about a man and he's already turned on by us, right? So some of this stuff we can't help. But anyway, moving forward, when it comes down to it, I just need that to be clear and you guys understand that. Secondly, to become a model, now that you've researched yourself, you feel comfortable, you feel confident, now you know what it's about. Then what you want to do is you want to research the companies. You want to go on and see who's doing what, how they're doing it. How do you do that? Number one, get in front of your computer, get in front of your laptop. I would suggest computer, why, or laptop, because you're going to be using one anyway. Because I don't think, as of yet, the particular sites that I know of, not everybody's caught on to streaming from your phone, okay? That's on the way, I'm sure. But for the most part, be on your laptop, get out a notepad, okay, and a pretty little pen like this one. I made this pen, you guys. Dainty, huh? And a pretty little pen, and write down, I would say take out three cam modeling sites that you've heard of, and I'm going to give you guys hopefully at the end of what it is. No, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you now because knowing me, I'll forget. So, no, these are the 3 you want to write down because these are the ones I know. I can only tell you what I know. I can't tell you what I heard of. I can't tell you what somebody said is good. I can only tell you from my own experience. I want you to write down these 3 credible, seemingly credible, so I believe, sites, okay? I want you to write down Live Jasmine. That's Live Jasmine, okay? And I want you to write down My Free Cams. And I want you to write down, which I saved the best for last. That's in my opinion, StreamMates. You guys don't have to bite to that. I'll tell you why StreamMates is the best for me. I'll tell you why. Because I believe each cam model, each woman coming on, becoming a cam model, needs to find the site that works best for her. She needs to find the site that works best for her what? Personality. But above everything, that works best for her schedule. Even though you can log on pretty much when you're on your own will and all that other stuff, especially as being an independent cam model. What I mean by independent cam model, that means that you're in your own home. You've created your home, your bedroom, your whatever. You're not working up under a studio. You're not paying any other extra fees to go into someone else's garage, someone else's home, someone else's building, someone else's whatever. You're able to log in and work your stuff all from home, and you signed up yourself. That's what I mean by indie, okay? Indie cam model. You'll get familiar with the terminologies. So yeah, you want to write down those 3. Live Jasmine, you want to write down My Free Cams, and you want to write down StreamMate. And again, I'll tell you guys a little bit later on why do I like working for StreamMate, why StreamMate works for me as an independent model. And one of the main reasons for me personally, because I'm a single mom. Okay, I'm not a student. I don't have other things going on. I'm a single mom, and you guys, for those that are single moms, why single mom? Because I'll tell you later. I'll just tell you later. I'll do that in a whole nother video, okay, you guys? I'll do it in a whole nother video so that you know why Jay prefers to work for StreamMate over the other two. But they are all three pretty good. Okay, so that's what you want to do. So I'm just giving you guys those three. The second thing you want to do, well, the third thing you want to do is you want to, and these are off the top of my head, you guys. You want to you want to be able to create a background, which I'll come back in detail a little bit later on that too. My background is, it's all right. It could be a little bit better, but you want to create a background before you even log in. That's something that you want to make sure that you kind of got okay. I did this video before, like 2 or 3 times over the years, how to create a background. So that's something that you can look out for. But for the most part, you want to make sure it ain't too messy, too junky. It's the same principle that you would apply when doing what? Your selfies and your Instagrams and your social medias. Hopefully by now everybody is okay with taking pictures and where we got our background clear, to get the dirty socks out the thing and all that. And we as cam models, we call that creating our cam girl space, but our cam girl background, which is a part of our cam girl space, okay, which I'll come back later on and talk to you guys about that. So let me write this down so I remember, so I can follow through on what I just said. So let me flip my page here, you guys, and I'm going to write down, so as a reminder, what's the next 2 videos to come following this one. And it was why I choose, let's say, StreamMates. I'll kind of look out for, just know that StreamMates will be in the title in that kind of way. And number 2, how to create a background. Okay, so those are the 2 you can, I think I'm going to just go for. And again, this is so strange to me, you guys, because, see, I've done this for years, and I thought I should just start in the middle, or I thought I should just start at the end. And when I say at the end of giving the tips, I meant maybe I shouldn't deal with the newbies no more. I should just go straight to the OGs like me and encourage us and give us some hope and give us some. But something in my spirit said, you know what? No, there's forever new women coming aboard to do this. These new chicks need to hear this. New, when I say new, I don't necessarily mean new. I mean young females need to hear it. That's what I'm in hopes for. That the younger ones, again, there are people just now turning 18 years old, and as soon as they turn 18, they want us to be a cam model, you know. And so I feel that it is more of a priority and a need to encourage and a need to build the younger women than the older ones. So, and that doesn't mean I'm going to leave us OGs out, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean I'm not going to come here and do, like I did a video on how to prevent burnout. Obviously you have burnout usually when you've been in the game for quite some time and all that good jazz, and you know, dealing with age and all this other stuff to be considered. So anyway, so I will focus you guys on those 2 videos on the next ones, okay, that are coming up. But those are the things that you want to do. Have those sites. First of all, research yourself. Remember that. Have that inside of confidence. And only way you're going to know that is if you find out, okay, what is it exactly? What is cam modeling? What do we do? How do I become one? Well, before you become one, let's find out what it is. And that's what we just did a few minutes ago. You know now what it is. Now you got to ask yourself again, do I still want to do this? And then for those that are listening that still said yes, then again, I gave you those 3 sites for you to go for. I'm at 13 minutes on here. I'm going to try to swing it to 15 and see what happens. So yeah, so those are pretty much the 3 things that you'll want to do. Let me think off the top of my head. After that, after you found out the sites, obviously you're going to need a valid picture ID, because you have to prove that you're over 18 years of age. So you need ID, and obviously you need a place to work. You need a quiet place to work, a semi-quiet, but quiet enough place to work. And 3, you need a webcam, whether it's internal or external. I'm using my HD C920. They've upgraded since I've gotten this one, but this one's still good. This is the one you guys see me on right now, and it's not the one from my laptop. It's not my internal one, but this one's a better quality camera, the HD. So I'll come back through and see, as to the and make sure you guys know if there's any extra equipment that you need and all that. In fact, right now I'm in my lighting. The lighting I have right now, and as you can see, the sun is going to be coming down. It's what, 3:51 out here in Cali. It'll be whatever it's going to do. The sun will be moving, okay? But even still, I have all my lights off, and I'm in my living room, and I have all my lights off, and I have my lamp on. And I'm going to show you guys what since I'm here, right? So let's see how we can do this. 'Cause I don't want to mess up, and I have to turn it off to show you guys. But I showed you guys this before. Uh-oh, I don't want to fall. And I had to turn off the show. But I got this lamp right here. It's a simple lamp, you guys, and I got this here at Walmart. for $5. Okay, so, and this lamp is sitting on the back of my desk, and so I'm gonna put it back and turn it back on. But that's what I got for, yeah, $5 a steal, I think. And it's the adjustable one, so like, you know, that's, see, it's a little too bright for me, because again, it's just something I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back through and talk about, you know, CAM models with migraines, and those that have, you know, physical ailments, and those that have emotional ailments. And so you might want to tune in, you guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, pretty please, you guys. Subscribe, because you're gonna get a lot of goodies with yours truly. I always give more than enough. I think I go overboard sometimes. You know, sometimes my videos have been 20, 25, 30 minutes, just because I like to give as much information as I possibly can, because I don't ever want anybody to walk away feeling misguided or feeling like, okay, I didn't get that, you know. So and if there are any questions, you guys just leave them on the comment box below. I'm looking at my notebook, because I'm looking at those 2 videos, like I said, that'll be following this one. So there's so much. I'm excited again. I'm excited, you guys, to give this to you the way I know how, y'all. I'm excited is to put it down, as they say, and just walk in faith, you know what I mean? And walk in a place of knowing that this is the sweet little calling, the sweet little place at this appointed time that the Creator has for me in my life, that I may encourage and still be sexy while we do it, right? But those that are in the business, and if those that are outside of the business listen to my videos, which I've had many women nowhere near thinking about being a part of the adult entertainment field. Maybe they're thinking about it, but nowhere near in it. And I have had so much love and so much success and support with other women. And so I know we're all sisters in it, ladies. Of course, I've had the judgment, of course, but I'm not here for that. That's why I dedicate this channel specifically for us, for women like us in the business. Because again, in closing, know that above everything else, everything, I could have been all over the place with this video, but please know that God loves you so much. He loves you so much. You are accepted by Him. You are purpose bound. You are destiny bound, you know, and we just keep going forward. So again, look out for those 2 videos. I'm out of here. One love kisses. You guys will hear me and see me in the next video. Bye for now at 17 minutes. Bye.